Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram.
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krush.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram.
Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasani Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Shri Krishna
Hare Ram,
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita
Hare
Gadadhar
Ram,
Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Yes,
Hare
Hare Yeah, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Yeah,
Ram Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Guna,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Guna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Guna,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Guna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Guna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Guna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Guna,
Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Guna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Guna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Guna,
Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Nitya,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Vikasa,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Guna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Pushpa,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Pushpa,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Guna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Guna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Guna,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Guna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Guna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Guna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Maha.
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Maha.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Maha.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Maha.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Maha.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Maha.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Maha.
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Ram.
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Shiva.
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram,
Hare,
I
Hare
am
Krishna, Krishna
Shriman
Krishna, Hare
Prthu
Hare.
Maharaj.
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Ram Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram.
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram Hare Ram
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita
Hare
Gadadhar Shri
Ram
Bhakti Gaur
Hare Krishna
Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Ram, Ram, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Ram,
Saraswati Gaura Bhakti,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Jai
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Guna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Guna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Guna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Guna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Guna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Guna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Guna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Guna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Guna, Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Guna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Guna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Guna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Guna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Guna, Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Guna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Guna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Guna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna Krishna,
Prabhu
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Nitya
Hare Hare,
Nitya
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Srivasava
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Om Vishnu Padaya
Hare
Krishna Prasthaya
Krishna,
Sriman
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Guna Hare Hare Ram Hare Guna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Guna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare Guna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Guna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Guna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Guna
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Guna Hare
Ram 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 Ram, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Guna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Guna Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Guna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Guna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Guna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Guna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Guna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Guna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Guna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Guna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Guna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Hare.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Guna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Guna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare, Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Guna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Guna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Guna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Guna, Hare
Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Guna,
Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Guna, Hare Ram, Hare Guna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Guna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Guna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Jai
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Jai
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Jai
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Nivasa,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Om
Ram
Krishna Padaya, Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ramaya.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
राधे श्याम
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
राधे श्याम
Hare Krishna
राधे श्याम
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
हरि बोल
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
राधे
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare
श्याम
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
सीता
Krishna,
राम
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
राधे श्याम
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
राधे राधे
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
राधे
Krishna
राधे
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
राधे
Hare Ram Hare
श्याम
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Gopal, Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Gopal,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
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 Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hari
Hare
Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hare Ram,
Radhe Shyam,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare
Radhe Shyam,
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Guna, Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Guna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Guna, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Guna,
Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Guna,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Ram Hare
Hare Guna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Jai Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Nityananda Shri Advaita
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Hare,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so we have to start at 420 to 60. Matarishveva sarvatma balena mahasau jasa avisha yattaya devo bhagavan bhutaradiva. In his bodily strength and in the strength of his senses, Maharaj Prithu was as strong as the wind, which can go anywhere and everywhere. As far as his intolerance was concerned, he was just like the all-powerful Rudra expansion of Lord Shiva or Sadashiv. Okay. There's no purport. So, but Lord Shiva is kind of easily angered. So, so sometimes Lord Shiva can be considered to be, what you can say, not so tolerant because he's easily angered. But of course, he's easily pleased. So the intolerance of Maharaj Prithu was compared to Lord Shiva. Okay. Any comments anybody has on this verse? Of course, Lord Shiva is also called, what is the other word used for Lord Shiva? He's called as huh?
Ashutosh.
Ashutosh, yeah, but what is he is also controlled, right? Dhira is some Prabhupada refers to Lord Shiva also as Dhira, a sober person also. Okay, so next verse. Kandarpa iva saundarye manasvi mrigaradiva vatsalye manuvan nrinam prabhutve bhagavan ajaha. In his bodily beauty, he was just like Cupid, and in his thoughtfulness, he was like a lion. So he was very beautiful. Shaktavesh avatar. And he was very thoughtful. Lion is thoughtful. In his affection, he was just like Swayambhuva Manu. And in his ability to control, he was like Lord Brahma. So basically, he possessed all the good qualities. Because he was a devotee of the Lord, so anybody who's a devotee has all the good qualities of all the different demigods and like that. So, okay. What is the verse? Yasyasti bhaktir bhagvatya akinchana
Arava Bhakti Kuto Mahaguna.
sarve gunes tatra samasate sura. Harava bhaktasya
Manurathena Sati Dhavato Bahi.
harava bhaktasya kuto mahaguna manorathena sthidavata. And who is not a devotee has no good qualities. It says like that. Or he has good qualities, but what is the What is the
use of those qualities.
what is the use? Because they are not used in Krishna's service. So that's why Prabhupada writes in 13.8 through 12. What are the qualities? Amanitva, Madambitva, Mahimsa, all that qualities. Which is the most important quality in that? Prabhupada says is
Krishna Eka Sharanam is the other one, but that unflinching faith,
yeah,
unflinching and
correct. Unalloyed devotion to the Lord. Mai Chanani Yogena.
bhakti avyabhicharini.
That is the most important quality. He says humility, pridelessness, all these are there. But if you don't have this quality, then these other qualities are of not of much value. But if you have this quality, Mai Chananya Yogena, then all other qualities will come about if they are not there. And all the other qualities have meaning. So, in that way. Okay, so next verse. I'll just read the translation. In his personal behavior, Prthu Maharaj exhibited all good qualities, and in spiritual knowledge, he was exactly like Brihaspati. In self control, he was like the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. As far as devotional service was concerned, he was a great follower of devotees who were attached to cow protection and the rendering of all service to the spiritual master and the Brahmanas. He was perfect in his shyness and in his gentle behavior, and when he engaged in some philanthropic activity, he worked as if he were working for his own personal self. So he was treating others with great love and respect and care. So when he engaged in some philanthropic activity, it was like as if he was doing for himself. Like Bhakti Tirth Maharaj says, treat everyone that you meet as if the success of your interaction depends, as if the success of your spiritual life depends on the interaction with that person, or treat everyone just like you would treat yourself. So, in that way, Prthu Maharaj had all the good qualities, and he was also very favorable or devoted to devotees who were doing cow protection and serving the devotees, other devotees, like that. When Lord Chaitanya talked to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the Lord honored him as the incarnation of Brihaspati. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in Chaitanya Lila is incarnation of Brihaspati, who is Brihaspati? Brihaspati is the
Master of the demigods.
spiritual master of the demigods. Yes. And whose disciple he has in who's one of the foremost devotees of Krishna outside Vrindavan.
Uddhav.
Uddhav is a disciple of Brihaspati. Brihaspati is the chief priest of the heavenly kingdom, and he is a follower of the philosophy known as Brahmavad or Mayavad. It is interesting, Prabhupada says Brihaspati is the chief priest of the heavenly kingdom and is the follower of the philosophy known as Brahmavad or Mayavad. Brihaspati is also a great logician. He is a jnani also. It appears from this statement, Maharaj Prthu, although a great devotee, constantly engaged in the loving service of the Lord, could defeat all kinds of impersonalists and Mayavadis by his profound knowledge of Vedic scriptures. We should learn from Maharaj Prithu that a Vaishnava or devotee must not only be fixed in the service of the Lord, but, if required, must be prepared to argue with the impersonalists, Mayavadis, with all logic and philosophy, and defeat their contention that the absolute truth is impersonal. So, devotee should also be able to convince others, Prabhupada is saying, about the personal form of the Lord. Why the Lord is has a personal form. So if somebody is debating, then the devotee should be able to convince. And how will we be able to convince? Because we got knowledge from Prabhupada's books, how Prabhupada preaches to the Mayavadis. And if you have read Bhagavad Gita, what are some verses in the Bhagavad Gita which can be used to refute Mayavad philosophy?
Mama Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhutasnat Vinashastani. Like we are part and parcel of Krishna. So we have a separate identity.
Correct. And then Natvevaham jatu nasam natomni me janadipa na chaivam na bhavishyama sarve vayam athaparam. Second chapter also. Then avyaktim vyaktim apanna manyate mama buddhaya. They say that Krishna was avyaktim, and now he has become he was unmanifest, and now he has manifest. The supreme Brahman has manifest as Krishna. But Krishna is saying this is abuddhaya, avyaktim vyaktim apanna. They think I was unmanifest, now I have taken on. So that verse also refutes Mayavadi philosophy. Then Brahmano hi pratishta aham. Krishna is saying, I am the source of the impersonal Brahman. So impersonal Brahman rests on me. Then 12th chapter, first verse and second verse, where Arjuna is directly asking Krishna, who is better of the two? One who worships you in the impersonal form, or he worships you in the personal form. Evam satada yuktaye bhaktaspam pariyupasate ye chapi aksharam avyaktam tesham ki yoga vittamaha. Shri Bhagavan uvacha maya veshya mano yemam nitya yukta upasate shraddhaya pariyopetas te me yukta tamamataha. So like that, there are so many other verses also.
There is one 15, 18 years smart Sharamatito says that I am beyond fallible and infallible. I am the greatest and I am the supreme person.
Person, yes,
Purushottama.
yes. 15.18, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at that. So, I mean, if we take literally the meaning of this Bhagavad Gita verses, then undoubtedly we can convince. Because this Bhagavad Gita, if you don't accept Bhagavad Gita, then that's a different thing. But if you accept Bhagavad Gita and you take the word for word meaning, so he says, because I am transcendental, Purushottam, Purush means a person. Yasmat ksharam atitoham, aksharadapi chottamaha, atosmi loke vedecha, pratitata, pratihita, purushottamaha. Because I am transcendental beyond both the fallible and infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in this world and in the Vedas as that supreme person. So like that, everywhere, Krishna, Arjuna also says, Purusham, Sashvatam, Divyam, Adi Devam, Ajam Vibhu. So Purush means person. So in this way, this can be, defeated. Mayavadi philosophy can be defeated by. And then in Bhagavatam also there are many verses about this. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the ideal self-controller or brahmachari. When Krishna was elected to be president of the Rajasuya Yagna, performed by Maharaj Yudhishthir, grandfather Bhishmadev praised Lord Krishna as the greatest brahmachari. So this is here where Bhishmadev is praising Krishna as the greatest brahmachari. And somebody may say, well, how is a brahmachari? Because he was dancing with so many girls. Because grandfather Bhishmadev was a brahmachari, he was quite fit to distinguish a brahmachari from a vyabhichari. Although Prthu Maharaj was a householder and the father of 5 children, he was still considered to be most controlled. One who begets Krishna conscious children for the benefit of humanity is actually a brahmachari. So we have a grihastha brahmachari also. One who simply begets children like cats and dogs is not a proper father. The word brahmachari also refers to one who acts on the platform of Brahman, means who is moving towards Brahman or devotional service. In the impersonal Brahman conception, there is no activity. Yet when one performs activities in connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is known to be known as brahmachari. Thus, Prthu Maharaj was an ideal brahmachari and grihastha simultaneously. Visvakshena Vartishu refers to those devotees who are constantly engaged in the service of the Lord. So he was constantly engaged in service of the Lord, and other devotees must follow in their footsteps. Srila Narottam Das Thakur said, Echai Goshayar Muhitara Das. This is in that song, Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya. Yeah, the end it comes. He is prepared to become the disciple of anyone who follows in the footsteps of six Goswamis. Also, like all the Vaishnavas, Maharaj Prithu was devoted to cow protection, spiritual masters, and qualified Brahmanas. Prithu Maharaj was also very humble, meek, and gentle, and whenever he performed any philanthropic work or welfare activity for the general public, he would labor exactly as if he were tending to his own personal necessities. So he was very protective of cows, the Brahmanas, the devotees, old people, women, and children, as a king should be. And okay, so whenever he did anything, he was doing as if it was his personal, seva. He was as if he were tending to his, like we take care of our personal necessities very nicely. So when he was tending to others, he was very attentive. In other words, his philanthropic activities were not for the sake of show, but were performed out of personal feeling and commitment. All philanthropic all philanthropic activities should be thus performed. Okay. So he was not doing it to get a name and fame like that, but he was doing because he felt compassion for the others. So all his philanthropy, and the best philanthropic activity is to connect everybody to Krishna. That is the best philanthropic activity. So, okay, any comments on this verse? So, what else he said? He had five children. He's self-controlled. He's a brahmachari. He's a grihastha brahmachari. Brahmachari also refers to those who are moving towards Brahman. So, like that. So this is what Prthu Maharaj's qualities were. So Bhishmadev said, yes, when Shishupal said that we don't know his caste and he's not properly behaved, then Bhishmadev said, no, no, Krishna is the one. He should be he, he should be given Agra Puja in this Rajasuya Yajna because he's the most qualified person. And that Krishna was also doing what at the Rajasuya Yajna? He was
Washing the feet of all the guests.
so although he was most qualified, he took a very humble position to show that those who are most qualified should not develop pride because of their qualification, but they should be very in a humble mood, serving others. So, okay. So he was washing the feet and yeah. So Vishvakshenanuvartishu refers to those devotees who are constantly engaged in the service of the Lord. So one should be constantly engaged. Ideally, that is the yesterday we were talking about all the ideals, how we should be, and all the there are so many rules and regulations. Rising early in the morning, doing Manglarti, Tulsi Puja, Narsingharti, chanting Hare Krishna with attention, um, reading Srimad Bhagavatam every day. So these are all the ideal principles, and always not wasting time, always be engaged in Krishna's service. So he was always constantly engaged in the service of the Lord. So, like the six Goswamis were also, they did not, even like Rupa Goswami only writes in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Avyartha Kalatvam. One should not waste one's time in human form of life with so many illusory things which are not, which we can't give us any benefit in the long run. So one should serve Krishna. So Prthu Maharaj wanted to become the disciple of the anybody who is following in the footsteps of six Goswamis, like that. So Mahajanayana Gata Sapantha. Okay. Anything else on this verse? So one should not beget children like cats and dogs. As Prabhupada says, you have to take responsibility for your children and then get them out of the cycle of birth and death. You have to give them proper education, not only material education, but spiritual education also. And
So, yeah. Yesterday he was talking about, like you were talking about humility, right? Here, Rukmini Devi also. She said, he said that when Rukmini met Draupadi, yeah, she said, I am just a maid servant staying in one corner of Krishna's palace. And he was also saying how she would be attentive to Krishna's needs, and she had so many servants, but she would cook herself for Krishna and stay outside the bathroom, carrying the towel Krishna would need, and attentive to his needs. And he was saying that getting up early in the morning, the servant should wake up before the master. If we have this consciousness, oh, I have to, be attentive to Krishna's needs. He needs my service. So, in that mood, we wake up in the morning and I am a servant of Krishna. I need to wake up before him to prepare everything, whatever is needed.
although in the book we read, right, in Krishna book, when Krishna would wake up, they were lying in the bed, much to the chagrin or the disappointment of their wives.
Yeah, but I don't know if it talked about Rukmini Devi specifically.
No, I was just remembering that also. That yeah. So for us, we have to be very attentive to Krishna and like.
Yeah, and she would not ask anything like, Satyabhama, she's like, I want this Parijata tree. And so Rukmini is very submissive and she's not asking Krishna for anything. And yesterday also, her brother was killed by Balram in the marriage ceremony. But Rukmini never questioned Krishna. You were there while this was happening. You didn't save my brother. So, because she knows that whatever Krishna does is all perfect, I have no doubt about it. So, never asking, just doing service. Like we have that verse, Krishna prema vina vyartha daridra jivan das kori vetan more deho prema dhan. So I'm your servant and all I need in my salary is love for you. And I have you, Krishna, and then I don't need anything else. I'm so, like Dhruva Maharaj also says.
Yeah, whereas Satyabhama was very demanding. And she said, no, why you gave Rukmini Parijat flower? I also want.
And also that pastime that happened where Satyabhama is like, Krishna should be only mine. How can I get Krishna 100% just for me? And Narad Muni came and said, if you give Krishna in dan, then you get multifold in return. So she gave dan to Narad Muni, and then Narad Muni says, now you need to purchase him back. And then she is using all the wealth that she has, everybody has. Nothing would work. In the, I think the, what is that? The Krishna was put in that,
Tulabaram.
yeah, Tula. Yeah. Then ultimately she had to go to Rukmini. Rukmini took one tulsi leaf and put the name of Krishna on that tulsi leaf and put it on the other side, and it became heavier than Krishna. Krishna's name is greater than Krishna, but also we can see Rukmini Devi only saved Satyabhama.
Yeah, Rukmini is the foremost queen in Dwarka, but she's an expansion of Chandravali, right? They say like that, or and of course all gopis are expansions of Radharani. So,
Mhm.
so there is also a Vamya Bhav, there is left wing gopis, and there is Chandravali is very submissive, right? So that is the
But
more.
we never hear of Chandravali in Vrindavan. Her submissive mood, her qualities, nothing like that. But we hear of Rukmini in Dwarka and Radharani in Vrindavan.
Because I think we are in the Gaudiya Parampara. So in the Gaudiya Parampara, the Raghunath Das Goswami says, I will not take my buttermilk milk if it is from Sakhi Sthali, right? Sakhi Sthal, which is the. So we are in the Goswami's
Mhm.
line. So I will not
Yeah,
take.
I think mostly in Dwarka Leela, it is about like Krishna is also showing by example how to lead a householder life, and Rukmini is showing how to be the best submissive wife. So, but in Vrindavan Leela, we cannot imitate Krishna, we cannot imitate Radharani, how she becomes angry at Krishna.
Yeah,
They are the supreme enjoyers.
but the most one who pleases is Radharani. Say like that. Krishna is pleased most by Radharani, even
Yeah.
more than
But
Chandra.
Radharani shows anger, and she has, yeah, transcendental anger and
But that
jealousy.
anger is pleasing to Krishna, right? So
Yeah, but I mean, we know that we should not become angry at
no, no,
Krishna.
we
We should be
can't. We
tolerant. We should not question
yeah,
Krishna.
we can't
Why
imitate
you
Krishna.
did this?
Yeah, correct,
So we cannot imitate those Vrindavan pastimes.
correct. But yeah, but we can appreciate Radharani how when she does it is for pleasure of Krishna.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, next verse. Throughout the whole universe, in the higher, lower, and middle planetary systems, Prthu Maharaj's reputation was loudly declared, and all ladies and saintly persons heard his glories, which were as sweet as the glories of Lord Ramchandra. Throughout the whole universe, in the higher, lower, and middle planetary systems, Prthu Maharaj's reputation was loudly declared, and all the ladies and saintly persons heard his glories, which were as sweet as the glories of Lord Ramchandra. So Prthu Maharaj's glories was very sweet to hear, and everybody heard. Like we say, Ebe Jasha Gushuk Tribhuvan. May the glories of the devotee spread. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said that who is famous? One who is known as a great devotee. The great devotee is not like trying to become famous, but Krishna automatically makes him famous because Krishna loves his devotees. And so sometimes he wants devotees to take credit and be glorified. And Krishna feels very happy when his devotees are glorified. Just like in this world, also, in a perverted way, you can say, when the child is, um, you know, getting the first rank, then the parents feel very happy. Oh, my child is doing so nice. So he's outdoing everybody else. So whenever child does something nice, the parents feel very proud. Of course, it is mostly in the material sense, in the material achievements. It depends on the value system, right? So if the parents are devotees, then they will appreciate that, oh, my child is becoming a devotee. But if they are materialists, then they'll think, oh, he's becoming, yeah, he's earning a lot of money, he's getting a lot of degrees, and he has a lot of money, like that. So so they feel happy. So Krishna is the father of all the living entities. He feels very happy when his devotees are glorified. So glories of the devotee is as good as the glories of the Supreme Lord, the pure devotee. So Maharaj Prithu was a pure devotee. In this verse, the words Srinam and Ramaha are significant. It is a practiced amongst ladies to hear and enjoy the praises of certain heroes. From this verse, it appears that Prthu Maharaj's reputation was so great that ladies all over the universe would hear of it with great pleasure. I was also thinking in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna says, everybody worships me in like submission and everything, but where is that devotee who will chastise me? Right? What is that verse? By Vedi Bhakti, they all.
मोरा पुत्र
Huh? Mora.
मोरा पुत्र मोरा सखा मोरा प्राणपति से भावे मोरे करे शुद्ध भक्ति आपने को बड़ा माने आमे समाही आमे समाही सही भावे है आमे ताहार अधीन.
So he says, I like when devotees chastise me. Who is that? But you have to be on a very high platform to chastise. Like she appreciates the chastisement of Yashoda very much. He likes that she binds him, she shows him a stake. But those are very exalted devotees. And that gives him pleasure also. So, from this verse, it appears that Prthu Maharaj's reputation was so great that ladies all over the universe would hear of it with great pleasure. So everybody has a tendency to glorify somebody else, right? I mean, in this world, we want to worship somebody. We want somebody as our hero. So we should have Krishna as our hero or the pure devotee as our hero. At the same time, his glories were heard all over the universe by devotees, and they were as pleasing as Lord Ramchandra's glories. Lord Ramchandra's kingdom is still existing, and recently there was a political party in India named the Ram Rajya Party, which wanted to establish a kingdom resembling the kingdom of Ram. Unfortunately, modern politicians want the kingdom of Ram without Ram himself. Although they have banished the idea of God consciousness, they still expect to establish the kingdom of Ram. Such a proposal is rejected by devotees. Prthu Maharaj's reputation was heard by saintly persons because he exactly represented Lord Ramchandra, the ideal king. So, Ram, you cannot have very peaceful, very nice, prosperous state if there is no God in it. So you can't, Prabhupada says, you can't have the kingdom of God without God. So in this age, God has descended as the holy name. So the more the holy name, everybody chants the holy name, then more the situation will become very peaceful. And all the dirty things in our heart will get cleansed by chanting the holy name. Because Krishna and all the envy will go away. Everybody will become very humble, and pride will go away, and we will respect each other and value each other. So all this is because of dirt in the heart, that there is everybody wants to dominate others, and the false ego is there, so which makes you feel very proud and feel that I am the most important person, and I have a right to, I'm more qualified than others. I have a right to dominate everybody else. And everybody should, obey what I say. So this is all the result of false ego. But when we chant Hare Krishna, then we our heart becomes cleansed, and then we come into the mood of servant, servant of the servant, of the servant. And then everything is nice. Then everybody wants to serve each other. Then you can imagine how this world will become such a nice place, where everybody cares about other living entities. There is compassion, there is kindness to others, and the upadhis will vanish. All these upadhis, this is my country, why you are not, this is my country, you can't come here because this is my country, or my country should possess the land that you are claiming as yours, and there is fighting going on. So all these upadhis, these are all upadhis will vanish. It is described that by performance of devotional service, we will become designationless in relation to the body, and we come to a true designation. I'm spirit soul. I'm servant of Krishna. I'm servant of Krishna's devotees. Like that. So then there'll be peace and prosperity all over the world. So that is what here it is saying. Um, so we should hear about the Lord, like we have Lilamrita, Prabhupada's Lilamrita. We have the life of different acharyas. By hearing their how they were determined, how they were renounced, how they were so much tasting the nectar of Krishna consciousness. When we hear about their qualities, then we will also become inspired to follow or to get some taste. Like Rupa Goswami says, oh, there is so much nectar in this holy name of Krishna. So we may be feeling, yes, I also want to experience what Rupa Goswami is experiencing. So what did he do to experience that nectar? So then we can follow how his qualities were and how he was acting in this world. So in this way, we can also imbibe those qualities and then we will also feel pleasure in chanting the holy name. Okay, so next verse we can read. Uh, okay, I'll just read the. At the last stage of life, when Maharaj Prithu saw himself getting old, that great soul, who was king of the world, divided whatever opulence he had accumulated amongst all kinds of living entities, moving and non moving. He arranged pensions for everyone according to religious principles, and after executing the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in complete coordination with him, he dedicated his son's son to the earth, which was considered to be his daughter. Then Maharaj Prithu left the presence of his citizens, who were almost lamenting and crying from feeling separation from the king, and went to the forest alone with his wife to perform austerities. So Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha. Prasthan means to go towards. Prasthan. And Vana means the forest. So he went to the forest, leaving behind his kingdom, and he divided his property and went with his wife to perform austerities in the forest. Maharaj Prithu was one of the Shaktavesh incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and as such, he appeared on the surface of earth to execute the orders of the Supreme. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Lord is the proprietor of all planets, and he is always anxious to see that in each and every planet the living entities are happily living and executing their duties. As soon as there is some discrepancy in the execution of duties, the Lord appears on this earth, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata. So when we forget our relationship with the Lord, then Krishna comes. Since there were so many discrepancies during the reign of King Vena, the Lord sent his most confidential devotee, Maharaj Prithu, to settle things. But not always it happens, because in after the 10,000 year golden period in Kali Yuga, then there'll be a time when it will become very difficult. Maybe there are devotees at that time, but the general mass of people will not hear. There is always a provision to get out of this material world. Something, if somebody wants to, some living entity wants to get out, there is always some, Krishna will have some devotees available. But the general mass of people after the 10,000 year golden period in Kali Yuga it will become very difficult to just survive. Therefore, after executing the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and settling the affairs of the world, Maharaj Prithu was ready to retire. So they say, if you chant Hare Krishna and your material desires, you go to the heavenly planets. And then when you come down, then so many years have passed on this earth, and then you may find yourself in very difficult situation. Although Krishna does not say like that in the Bhagavad Gita, he says you go to the heavenly planets and you come down, you take birth in a rich aristocratic family or family of devotees like that. But yeah, it can happen, right? So
But there are multiple material universes, right? And there could be Satyayug, Dwapar Treta Yug going on over there. Not necessarily they come back to the same material universe they had been previously.
yeah, I don't know how this. So we have our Brahma and there are other Brahmas also, and
Mhm.
our
So when we go, I mean, in the next life, we can be born in any universe, right?
correct. But at that time, so you're saying here it's Kali Yuga, but it may be Satya Yuga in some other universe. So that is also possible. Yes. But I think somebody was Jayapataka Maharaj was saying something like that. That if you go to heavenly planets and then you enjoy for a long time, then you come down, then it may be very difficult.
Yeah, it can be any situation that we can be put in. It may be a war going on, or so. Yeah, it's not guaranteed what type of situation we will get. So it's unknown.
Of course, Krishna only directs the whole situation. Yeah, so he will decide. But yeah, we don't know. For us, we don't know. Yeah. So since there were so many discrepancies during the reign of King Vena, the Lord sent his most confidential devotee, Maharaj Prthu, to settle things. So it was a very bad situation when King Vena was ruling. So he sent Prthu Maharaj. So in this age, Kali Yuga also, it was very bad. You can say Prabhupada was sent by Krishna to so that people can become, because we are all suffering with mental distress and so many other distresses. So in this Kali Yuga, mental distress is very, very, very prevalent. The stress, distress, anxiety due to various reasons, whatever it may be, is very prevalent. So that is why the Lord came down in the form of the holy name, Kali Kale Nam Rup Krishna Avatar, so that we chant the holy name and we can become free from all this anxiety and all this distress, realize our true identity as soul. And as soon as we become free from material desires, then our distress goes away. And when we experience higher taste, so our distress goes away. And as soon as you realize, I'm just passing through, I have nothing to gain, nothing to lose, then you become prasannatma. You become very joyful. But to come to that realization, one has to chant Hare Krishna very nicely. Because most of our advancement in this age comes from chanting the holy name. So we should chant very nicely Hare Krishna mantra. As Prabhu was mentioning, we should chant and hear the holy name. This is Prabhupada also said like that we should remember that holy name is not different from Krishna. And I'm associating, I've gotten this opportunity to be with Radha Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So how attentive I should be in their presence. So like that, when we chant with proper mood and thing, then transformation happens of the heart. And then we get out of this upadhi. Sarva upadhi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sivanam. Bhakti Ruchite. It says devotional service has two side effects, right? One is that it frees us from all the designations. So we get out of the bodily conception of life and we come to the spiritual platform. Our consciousness elevates. Mam chava vyabhicharina bhakti yogena sevate. So therefore, after executing the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and settling the affairs of the world, Maharaj Prithu was ready to retire. Okay, so he settled the things and then he said, now I'm ready to retire. I've done my job. He had been exemplary in his governmental administration. And now he was to become exemplary in his retirement. He divided all his property amongst his sons and appointed them to rule the world, and then he went to the forest with his wife. It is significant in this connection that it is said Maharaj Pithu retired alone, at the same time took wife with him. According to Vedic principles, when retiring from family life, one can take his wife with him, for the husband and wife are considered to be one unit. Thus, they can both combinedly performed austerities for liberation. This is the path that Maharaj Prithu, who was an exemplary character, followed, and this is also the way of Vedic civilization. One should not simply remain at home until the time of death, but should separate from family life at a timely moment and prepare himself to go back to Godhead. So they perform austerities together, and then after some time, after the Vanaprastha ashram, then the husband gives up everything and takes sannyas and renounces everything. That is the Vedic civilization, and completely devotes himself to Krishna's service. So these are the four ashrams. As a Shaktavesha incarnation of God who had actually come from Vaikuntha. So Prabhupada says one should not remain entangled in family affairs till the until the time of death, but should separate from family life at a timely moment and prepare. Means we should be more, we may not go to the forest or anything, but we should dedicate our life now to Krishna's service and become absorbed in Krishna, because life is coming to an end and nothing is going to go with me. So, of course, we say 100 years, then this is now our lifespan is 80 years, so it should begin earlier because like that. So, as a Shaktavesh incarnation of God who had actually come from Vaikuntha as a representative of Krishna, Maharaj Prithu was certain to go back to Godhead. But we can live in the association of devotees. Like I met Gokuleshwar Prabhu this morning, and I was saying to him that I miss that temple environment, when I was living and all the devotees were there in one temple. So he says, yes, you should create like a community like that here, about centered around the temple, and all the devotees, they consider the temple as their, and he was saying that we should build a community like that here in Columbus. So where the temple is in the center and everybody comes and serves in the temple and then shares Krishna consciousness with others. Nonetheless, in order to set the example in all ways, he also underwent severe austerities in Tapovan. It appears that in those days there were so many Tapovans, or forests especially meant for retirement and the practice of austerities. Indeed, it was compulsory for everyone to go to the Tapovan. Tapovan means tapa, where you do tapa, to fully accept the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For it is very difficult to retire from family life and at the same time remain at home. Okay, so this is what happened. We'll read one more verse. After retiring from family life, Maharaj Prithu strictly followed the regulations of retired life and underwent severe austerities in the forest. He engaged in these activities as seriously as he had formerly engaged in leading the government and conquering everyone. So, as he was doing his duty as a king, also very meticulously, very diligently, very scrutinizingly. Similarly, when he was in the retired life, also, he was uh, doing his duty as a retired person. Like there are duties of grihasthas, there are duties of brahmacharis, there's duties of vanaprastha. So he was following his duties very nicely, and just as he did when he was a king, and he went severe austerities in the forest. Of course, austerities are there to purify our heart, um, and we are going against the flow of our senses. So we are trying to control our mind through austerity and focus it on Krishna. But if the austerities become too much difficult, that we can't focus our mind on Krishna, then we don't need to do so many severe austerities like that. So we have simple austerities, like rise early in the morning, chant Hare Krishna, follow the four regulative principles, um, don't offend the devotees, um, read Srimad Bhagavatam every day. So these are some austerity, and it is only an austerity until you get taste. When you get taste, then chanting of the holy name is not an austerity. Or rising early in the morning is not an austerity because you got taste. So you naturally look forward to doing it. So you don't become distracted when you have taste. When we lack taste, then we feel bored and like that. We think I should now do something else, I should keep the beat back down, do something else. But when we have taste, so Vedi Bhakti should lead to ultimately Raganuga Bhakti means it should give us taste. If we are doing it properly, um, it will give us taste. As it is necessary for one to become very active in family life, similarly, after retirement from family life, 1 minute, my Prabhu is calling Ramtirtha Prabhu is calling. Prabhu, I'm on the call. Can I call you back? Huh? Oh, okay, Prabhu. Thank you. As it is necessary for one to become very active in family life, similarly, after retirement from family life, it is necessary to control the mind and senses. This is possible when one engages fully himself in the devotional service of the Lord. So, senses can only be controlled when we are fully engaged in Krishna's service. Actually, the whole purpose of Vedic system, the Vedic social order, is to enable one to ultimately return home back to Godhead. The Grihastha ashram is a sort of concession, combining sense gratification with a regulative life. It is to enable one to easily retire in the middle of life and engage fully in austerities in order to transcend material sense gratification once and for all. Therefore, in the Vanaprastha stage of life, tapasya or austerity is strongly recommended. Maharaj Prthu followed exactly all the rules of Vanaprastha life, which is technically known as Vaikhanasa ashram. Just 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Yeah. The word Vaikhanasa Susamate is significant because in Vanaprastha life, the regulative principles are also to be strictly followed. In other words, Maharaj Prithu was an ideal character in every sphere of life. Mahajano yena gata sapantha. One should follow in the footsteps of great personalities. Thus, by following the exemplary character of Maharaj Prithu, one can become perfect in all respects while living this life or while retiring from active life. Thus, after giving up this body, one can become liberated and go back to God. Okay. Any comments on this? So, who says one should perform austerities to attain the divine position? Rishabdev says, right? What is the verse? He says,
Tapodivyam,
huh?
tapodivyam,
Tabodivyam putrakayena sattvam.
Shuddhayasman brahmasakhyam tvadantam. Nayam deho dehabhajam nirloke. Kama, kashtan kaman arhate vidbhajami.
Yes. So, yeah. He says human life is not meant to work very hard like hogs and dogs for sense gratification. Nayam deho bhajam niloke kashta. Kaman means fulfilling material desires, sense gratification. Kashtan kaman arhati vidbhujami. Like the stool eating hog who is also working very hard like that. It's not meant for that. But one should engage in austerity and penance. So that is all this morning program is austerity and penance. So ideally, as Prabhu was saying, we should do morning program every day and rise early, and then we have to plan our things so that we can rise early. And of course, now with children and it's difficult, they are waking you at night, but after some time, said like that. Okay. So, any other comments?
You can sing the Gopinath song.
Gopinath song.
Second. Is that okay?
For the second one.
Second.
Second. Okay. 1 minute. Let me. Yeah, we can start.
गोपीनाथ घुचाओ संसारा ज्वाला अविद्या जताना और नहीं साहे जन्म मरण माला गोपीनाथ आमी तो कामेरा दासा विषय बासना जागीছে হৃদয়ে ফাড়িছে করম ফাসা গোপীনাথ গোপীনাথ কবে বা জাগিব আমি কামর পারি দরে তিয়াগিব হৃদয়ে স্ফুরিবে তুমি গোপীনাথ আমি তো তোমারা জানা তোমারে ছাড়িয়া সংসার ভাজিন ভুলিয়া আপন ধানা গোপীনাথ তুমি তো সকলি জানো আপনার আপনার জানে ডান্ডিয়া এখানো শ্রী চরণে দেহ স্থানু গোপীনাথ একই বিচারতাবা বিমুখ দেখিয়া চারো নিজ জানে না করো করুণা লাবা গোপীনাথ আমি তো মূরখাতি কিসে ভালো হইয়া গাব না ভজিন তাই হেন মম গতি গোপীনাথ গোপীনাথ তুমি তো পণ্ডিত বারা মোডেরা মঙ্গল তুমি অন্বেষিবে দাসে না ভব পারা গোপীনাথ গোপীনাথ Translation. O Gopinath, please remove the torment of worldly existence. I can no longer tolerate the pain of ignorance and the repeated succession of births and deaths. O Gopinath, indeed I am a servant of lust. Worldly desires are awakening in my heart, and thus the noose of fruitive work is beginning to tighten. O Gopinath, when will I wake up and abandon afar this enemy of lust? And when will you manifest yourself in my heart? O Gopinath, I am your devotee, but having abandoned you and thus having forgotten my real treasure, I have worshipped this mundane world. O Gopinath, you know everything. Now, having punished your servant, please give him a place at your lotus feet. O Gopinath, is this your judgment that seeing me averse to you, you abandon your servant and don't bestow even a particle of mercy upon him? O Gopinath, I am certainly very foolish, and I have never known what is good for me. Therefore, such is my condition. O Gopinath, you are indeed the wisest person. Please look for a way to bring about auspiciousness for this fool, and please do not consider this servant as an outsider. So, we have been tormented in this worldly existence. I was remembering this Gokuleshu Prabhu was saying that like that mouse who's feeling it very hot, he's running here and there, and he's running because the ground is very hot, but then he finds a shadow and he got some relief, but that shadow was that of a cobra, and the cobra ate it. So what that means is we find some relief in sense gratification or whatever, right? And that is actually dangerous. Is that right? Or we keep running throughout the life and the death comes.
Correct. Yeah, anyway, you can take it. So, I mean, we find some relief, but in that relief also there is no no safety. Basically, we think that now I'm safe because my trouble is gone. But then after one misery, another misery is ready to like that. It's it's like that licking on that honey, right? That he's thinking that he's saved, but there is a black and white mouse who's so like that, something like that. So
Mhm. Yeah, so we should not tolerate. So we talk about tolerance, right? I mean, we should not tolerate repeated birth, death, old age, and disease. So, in that way. And of course, while we are in this world, we tolerate the misery so we can focus on our sadhana.
like I was remembering this. Who was that? Gautam Muni or not Gautam Muni? Buddha. Buddha.
Yeah, Gautam Buddha.
Gautam Buddha. Yeah. So he was thinking, "Oh, I'm going to die. I cannot tolerate. I have to do something about it." So, but we are like so conditioned. We are thinking, "Yeah, everybody's dying. I'm also going to die. It's okay." Like that.
Mm,
So,
correct. Um, so worldly desires awakening in my heart. Yeah, this lust is an all-devouring sinful enemy of the world. Um, Lust is number one enemy, and this world is called shackles of lust life. Lust, right? Um,
Mithuna.
yeah. When will I wake up and abandon this enemy of lust? And when will you manifest in my heart? So he was saying that Krishna manifests in the heart which is totally pure, right? Not which is contaminated. Krishna doesn't like to sit in a dirty place. So chanting the holy name removes these anarthas from our heart. Then Krishna takes seat in our heart.
Yeah, like Lal Govind Prabhu was also saying, right? He's saying that I cannot come here, it's so dirty. But again, he's hearing about me. So I have to, but so now I'm here, so anyway, let me clean the heart, something like that. He was saying. Lal Govind, remember? Yeah, he was saying that first thing when you go into an unclean place is you
Mm.
clean the.
Yeah, the holy name itself cleans because it's like a friend who comes to your home, and if your home is dirty, he helps you to clean it. Not that you have to hide things from him. He's not an outsider, he's your friend, so he's helping you to clean it. And manifest in your heart means you will experience Krishna's presence around you, right? Although Krishna is present in everybody's heart always, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sanivishto, but we are not able to realize Krishna's presence or hear his words also because there's so many anarthas in our mind telling us so many things that we can't hear Krishna.
Yeah, they say like Krishna consciousness means to realize how much Krishna loves you. Krishna is already loving us, but we are not realizing how much Krishna loves us. So that's just realizing that.
Mhm. So how can Krishna abandon us? He's saying we have abandoned, but Krishna is that verse is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The greatest master is one who never leaves his servant. Even if the servant falls away or runs away, he pulls him back by the hair. So Krishna is ever great, ever working, ever willing, ever waiting. He will never leave us. He will never abandon us. So now, having punished your servant, please give him a place at your lotus feet. So, Krishna's punishment is like that of the mother, right? Mother chastises the child for the benefit of the child, and mother gives him bitter medicine when he's sick. But the child thinks that the mother is doing something wrong, bad. But it's for our benefit. Because whatever Krishna does is all auspicious. So whatever he does, even if he gives us punishment, is for our benefit because it's curing us from our disease of forgetfulness of Krishna. Yes, I am very foolish. Yeah, we should realize that we have done so many mistakes. I'm very foolish. That you were saying yesterday that okay, I'm not able to get up 4 a.m. So 4 a.m. is a standard, but I'm not able to get up, and that remorse is also good. That oh look, see, so many devotees are getting up early, and that remorse is good, and that will ultimately help us, become like that. What we are aspiring for at some point in our life, it all starts with desire first. oh, I desire to get up, early and chant nicely, then one day that will happen.
There's also that verse, right? Having awakened faith in the narration of my glories, but not able to. One
Hmm.
should joyfully, and at the
Yeah,
same time be repentant also. So,
repent. Yeah, correct. Repentance brings in humility. So he's saying that Krishna, you are the wisest person. Please look for a way to bring about auspiciousness for this fool. Do not consider this servant as an outsider. I am yours, Krishna. I am yours. I am your family person. So please accept me. Thank you.
don't consider me an outsider. I belong to you. So
Yeah, outsider is like, karma applies to outsiders. They do something wrong, they will get something wrong. But for those who have become devotees, Krishna personally handles their karma, right? He minimizes the suffering, or he gives the particular karma in that situation so that devotee becomes purified. So he deals with the, like one person deals with his family members separately, differently than an outsider.
yes, yeah, he's saying that please bring me into your inner circle.
Mm.
So somehow or other, I am a fool that I left you, having abandoned you. I came to this mundane world, but now please bring me again into your inners, basically back to you. Yeah. So we are also like we are. They say right. We have to say, please accept me, Krishna. Please accept me. Means Krishna, yeah, I left you in the spiritual world, and now I broke my relationship with you. So because of my foolishness, now can you please accept me? Can you please accept me again? Even though I am at fault for breaking the relationship with you, but now I want to again connect with you. So will you be so kind to please accept me, Krishna? So like that also. So we cry like that. Please accept me, Krishna. Please accept. Okay. So we'll read Krishna book. So Pradyumna, who was this? Yesterday he was talking about Aniruddha married Usha, right? Was it Usha or Rochana? He was saying Rochana. Is this another name for Usha? Or
No, Usha is a daughter of that demon, right?
but Aniruddha married who?
So he could have married multiple. He's a Kshatriya.
Oh, so Rochana is another wife of Aniruddha. Rochana.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was thinking that there is, we read about
Yeah. Anirudh married Usha and Rochana.
Rochana. Okay. So he had two wives.
Could have multiple.
Or more than two. We don't know.
Mm.
Okay. And that also happened on the day when Rukmi was killed. So the king of Kalinga was killed. I mean, he was not killed, his teeth were broken, right? Kalinga, king of Kalinga was killed. Or
Mm-hmm.
he was showing his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Balramji. You don't mess with Balram. So they say, yeah, Balram was very intolerant of any.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same with Roma Harshan Sutta also.
But same Balram as Nityanand Prabhu,
Nityananda Prabhu.
yeah, became so tolerant, never angry. So that's why we worship Nityananda Prabhu. Okay, okay, it's Krishna book. Deliverance of Shalva. I think.
Yesterday also he was saying about the six anarthas and he started with lust. How the lust is the beginning point of all the anarthas, right? Lust, if not satisfied, leads to anger. Lust, if satisfied, leads to greed. And if my friend has something that I don't have, that leads to envy. If I have something that my friend doesn't have, that leads to pride.
Yeah, all anarthas are because of our desire to enjoy separately from Krishna. So that's lust only. Desire to enjoy separately from Krishna is the root cause of everything. So Atmendra Priti Vanchatara Balikam Krishna. So
Yeah, but we say that envy is the last anartha to go. So envy is coming from lust only. Because unless we have lust or desires to enjoy, why would we have envy towards anyone? If we are satisfied in the service of Krishna.
envy means you can't tolerate, right? Other person's
Yeah, because they have something that I don't have.
correct. So that is
Like
envy.
they are getting more.
Yeah, so you can't tolerate person's success. I mean, ultimately, it's envy of Krishna that brought us to this material world, right? So we say we
In the
wanted
last
to enjoy
and
like
Bhagavad
Krishna.
Gita also.
Ichha dvesha samudaya. Ah, yeah. What is Preeti saying? Who was saying that? Somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying that in the lust series also Krishna is all talking about that lust, right? Lust, because of that lust, your intelligence, your consciousness covered, and it this your eternal enemy, right? Avidam jnanam mithim jnanam mithya. So I mean senses, mind, intelligence, um, the sitting place of this lust, right? So he's always talking about that lust is covering your knowledge. And when knowledge covers, then people can't distinct, they cannot make the decision what's right and what's wrong. And everything starts from there.
Correct. So chanting Hare Krishna is the solution, right, to this. Okay. Which was, I think we have
We finished this
last.
chapter.
Yeah. This one.
Healing of Dantavakra. Yeah, somebody asked this question of there is no mention of Dantavakra yesterday. So this is the chapter.
Read.
Healing of Dantavakra, Vidurat and Romaharshi.
I was asking Mataji, so
Yes.
where can I get a link for this?
Yeah, this is the 78th chapter of Krishna book. I can put the link.
This is Veda based. Let me see. It's on the.
I'm posting. It's there. Okay, should I read?
Yeah, we can read 335.
After the demise of Shishupal, Shalva and Pondarak, a foolish demoniac king of the name Dantavakra wanted to kill Krishna to avenge the death of his friend Shalva. He became so agitated that he appeared on the battlefield without the proper arms and ammunition, and without even a chariot. His only weapon was his great anger, which was red hot. He carried only a club in his hand, but he was so powerful that when he moved, everyone felt the earth tremble. When Lord Krishna saw him approaching in a very heroic mood, he immediately got down from his chariot, for it was a rule of military etiquette that fighting should take place only between equals. Knowing that Dantavakra was alone and armed with only a club, Lord Krishna responded similarly and prepared himself by taking his club in his hand. When Krishna appeared before him, Dantavakra's heroic march was immediately stopped, just as the great furious waves of the oceans are stopped by the beach. At that time, Dantavakra was the king of Karusha, stood firmly with his club and spoke to Lord Krishna as follows: It is a great pleasure and fortunate opportunity, Krishna, that we are seeing each other face to face. My dear Krishna, after all, you are my maternal cousin, and I should not kill you in this way, but unfortunately, you have committed a great mistake by killing my friend Shalva. Moreover, you are not satisfied by killing my friend. I know that you want to kill me also. Because of your determination, I must kill you by tearing you to pieces with my club. Krishna, although you are my relative, you are foolish. You are our greatest enemy, so I must kill you today, just as a person removes a boil on his body by a surgical operation. I am also very much obliged to my friends, and I therefore consider myself indebted to my dear friend Shalva. I can liquidate my indebtedness to him only by killing you. As the caretaker of an elephant tries to control the animal by striking it with his trident, Dantavakra tried to control Krishna simply by speaking strong words. After finishing his vituperation, he struck Krishna on his head with his club and made a roaring sound like a lion. But Krishna, although struck strongly by the club of Dantavakra, did not move even an inch, nor did he feel any pain. Taking his Kaumudaki club and moving very skillfully, Krishna struck Dantavakra's chest so fiercely that Dantavakra's heart split in twain. As a result, Dantavakra began to vomit blood, his hair scattered, and he fell to the ground, spreading his hands and legs. Within only a few minutes, all that remained of Dantavakra was a dead body on the ground. After the death of Dantavakra, just as at the time of Shishupal's death in the presence of the persons standing there, a small particle of spiritual effulgence came out of the demon's body and very wonderfully merged into the body of Lord Krishna. Yeah, because he's Jay and Vijay from the spiritual world, Shishupal and Dantavakra. So they got Sayujya Mukti for now. Uh, yeah, I think this Shalva also was killed because his friend was killed, right? Pondrak. Shalva was a friend of Pondrak. So Pondrak was killed, Shalva was angry. And here Shalva is killed and Dantavakra is angry. And he thinks he's indebted to his friend. So very easily Krishna killed him.
Yeah. With his Kaumudiki club, right? That's very. Okay. He was saying something that he was supposed to go to Dwarka, but he went to Mathura. That instead of going to. It's not mentioned here. Okay. So Dantavakra. Somebody else was read from here.
I can read. Dantavakra had a brother named Vidurath, who was overwhelmed with grief at Dantavakra's death. Out of grief and anger, Vidurath was breathing very heavily, and just to avenge the death of his brother, he appeared before Lord Krishna with a sword and a shield in his hands. He wanted to kill Krishna immediately. When Lord Krishna understood that Vidurath was looking for the opportunity to strike him with his sword, he employed his Sudarshan Chakra, his razor-sharp disc, and without delay cut off Vidurath's head with its helmet and earrings. In this way, after killing Shalva and destroying his wonderful airplane, and then killing Dantavakra and Vidurath, Lord Krishna at last entered his city, Dwarka. It would not have been possible for anyone but Krishna to kill these great heroes, and therefore all the demigods from heaven and the human beings on the surface of the globe were glorifying him. Great sages and ascetics, the denizens of Siddha and Gandharva planets, the denizens known as Vidyadhara, vibration. And when Lord Krishna passed through the city, all the members of the Vrishni dynasty and the heroes of the Yadu dynasty followed him with great respect. These are some of the transcendental pastimes of Lord Krishna, the master of all mystic power and the lord of all cosmic manifestation. Those who are fools who are like animals, sometimes thinks that Krishna is defeated. But factually, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and no one can defeat him. He always remains victorious over everyone. He alone is God, and all others are his subservient order carriers. Once upon a time, Lord Balram heard that an arrangement was being made for a fight between the two rival parties in the Kuru dynasty, one headed by Duryodhana and other by the Pandavas. He did not like the idea and he tried to act as a mediator to stop the fighting. Finding it impossible, and not wishing to take an active part on behalf of either party, he left Dwarka on the plea of visiting various holy places of pilgrimage. He first of all visited the place of pilgrimage known as Prabhas Kshetra. He took his bath there and he pacified the local Brahmanas and offered oblation to the demigods, pitas, great sages, and people in general. In accordance with Vedic ritualistic ceremonies, that is the Vedic method of visiting holy places. After this, accompanied by some respectable Brahmanas, he decided to visit different places on the bank of river Saraswati. He gradually visited such places as Prithu Bindusara, Tritakup, Sudarshan Tirth, Vishal Tirth, Brahma Tirth, Chakra Tirth. Beside these, he also visited all the places on the bank of Saraswati river running towards the east. After this, he visited all the principal holy places on the bank of Yamuna and on the bank of Ganges. Thus, he gradually came to the holy place known as Naimisharanya. Okay. So Vidurat was also killed by Krishna, and yeah. Okay, Vidurat was also killed by Krishna, and then Krishna returned. I was thinking that they are also very loyal to their friends. I mean, they think like that one of friend was also killed, other was also killed, but still they are taking revenge to the Lord Krishna and go to fight with him. Even they see that the history is all killed by Krishna, but still they don't take lesson from that, or instead of taking lesson and surrendering, just giving again going to the fight with Krishna, like the jivas also doing that. They know that we are not. No, we can't get happiness in this material world, but still we're trying to get happiness instead of surrendering to Krishna. And then Krishna returned to the Dwarka, and yeah, it's like everybody was get pleased when Krishna killed the demons.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, I
nice point.
don't.
Nice point you made
Uh,
that. Yeah, they are not able to see that how they were, others were, defeated, and what chance do they have? But they are still fighting with Krishna. And our situation is like that. Everybody is dying and suffering, and we are thinking we are going to enjoy in this world. So like that also is nice comparison. Yeah.
yeah, I don't understand this one. Like how I don't know behind the story of this, like how the Lord Balram was he lived. Okay, okay. This is the story when who was that? Romaharshana was killed, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
By the Lord
It
Balram.
is
Okay,
coming up, right? It is coming up next.
okay, okay. So this is the story.
Okay. Continue.
Anybody else wants to read? I can continue. Naimisharanya is still existing in India, and in ancient times it was especially used for the meetings of great sages and saintly persons with the aim of understanding spiritual life and self realization. When Lord Balram visited that place, there was a great sacrifice being performed by a great assembly of transcendentalists. Such meetings were planned to last thousands of years. When Lord Balram arrived, all the participants in the meeting, great sages, ascetics, brahmanas, and learned scholars, immediately arose from their seats and welcomed him with great honor and respect. Some offered him respects by standing up and then paying obeisances, and those who were elderly, great sages and brahmanas offered him blessings after standing up. After this formality, Lord Balram was offered a suitable seat and everyone present worshipped him. Everyone in the assembly stood up in the presence of Balram because they knew him to be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Education or learning means to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, although Lord Balram appeared on the earth as a Kshatriya, all the Brahmanas and sages stood up because they knew who Lord Balram was. Unfortunately, after being worshipped and seated in his place, Lord Balram saw Romaharshan, the disciple of Vyasadev, still sitting on the Vyasasana. He had neither gotten up from his seat nor offered him respects. Because he was seated on the Vyasasana, he foolishly thought himself greater than the Lord. Therefore, he did not get down from his seat or bow down before the Lord. Lord Balram then considered the history of Romaharshan. He was born in a Suta family or a mixed family born of a Brahman woman and a Kshatriya man. Therefore, although Romaharshan considered Balram a Kshatriya, he should not have remained sitting on a higher seat. According to his position by birth, he should not even have accepted the higher sitting position, because many learned Brahmanas and sages were present. Lord Balram also observed that Romaharshan not only refused to come down from his exalted seat, but did not even stand up and offer his respects when Balramji entered the assembly. Lord Balram did not like the audacity of Romaharshan, and becoming very angry at him, declared from his seat, "This man Romaharshan is so impudent that he has accepted a higher seat than that of a respectable Brahmanas present here, although he was born in a degraded Pratilom family." When a person is seated on the Vyasasana, he does not generally have to stand to receive a particular person entering the assembly. But in this case, the situation was different because Lord Baldev is not an ordinary human being. Therefore, although Romaharshan Sutta was voted to the Vyasasana by all the Brahmanas, he should have followed the behavior of other learned sages and Brahmanas present and should have known that Lord Balram is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Respects are always due him, even though such respects can be avoided in the case of an ordinary man. The appearance of Krishna and Balram is especially meant for re-establishment of the religious principles as stated in Bhagavad Gita. The highest religious principle is to surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam also confirms that the topmost perfection of religion is to be engaged in the devotional service of the Lord. Basically, he was proud, Romaharshan Sutta. Everybody bowed down, paid respects to Balram, but he didn't even fold his hands or pay any kinds of respects to him. And Balram is also saying he's from a Pratilom marriage where he thinks himself better than the other Brahmanas also. He should not have been seated on a higher seat than other Brahmanas, sages who were present. Like we say that if we are doing deity worship and an elevated devotee enters, then we can stop the deity worship to offer obeisances, respects to the devotee, right?
Yes.
And that's what happened in the past of Miniketan Ramdas also, right? That Krishnadas Kaviraj, what was that priest? Gunarnava Mishra. He didn't pay respects to because in his heart he didn't have respect for Nityananda Prabhu. So Balram is because if somebody is addressing the he's sitting on the Vyasasana, he's supposed to be perfect in his behavior. So if he's not perfect, what he's going to teach others? So Balramji does not like him to speak. Bhagavatam. This is like Naimisharanya sages, and earlier on Romaharshan Sutta was going to speak Bhagavatam, but when he was killed, his son Sutta Goswami was appointed to speak.
Okay. So Ramtila Prabhu is going to come anytime, but I don't know when he's coming. So we'll read till he comes.
Can I read?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want- Okay. When Lord Balram saw that Romaharshan Sutta did not understand the highest principle of religion, in spite of his having studied all the Vedas, he certainly could not support his position. Romaharshan Sutta had been given chance to become a perfect Brahmana, but because of his ill behavior in his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his low birth was immediately remembered. Romaharshan Sutta had been given the position of Brahmana, but he had not been born in the family of Brahmana. He had been born in a Pratilom family. According to the Vedic concept, there are two kinds of mixed family heritage called Anulom and Pratilom. When a male is united with a female of a lower caste, the offspring is called Anulom. But when a male unites with a woman of a higher caste, the offspring is called Pratilom. Romaharshan Sutta belonged to a Pratilom family because his father was Kshatriya and his mother a Brahmana. Because Romaharshan transcendental realization was not perfect, Lord Balram remembered his Pratilom heritage. The idea is that any man may be given the chance to become a Brahmana, but if he improperly uses the position of a Brahmana without actual realization, then his elevation to the Brahmanical position is not valid. After seeing the deficiency of realization in okay.